Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
I think they will. I think they will. I think they will. And for me, what I'm really emphasizing is also that, you know, no, but I'm not gonna use this one. I'm not using this line for this. Hello? 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 I'll just block this one. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Mushani.
When from Kwe?
Okay, I'll tell you. So this is Matthew's calling.
Yes, Matthews.
I've been following you. I've been following your program, Yani Watali. What you are saying is right, Watali. Because somewhere, I feel like also Makebi Zulu is contributing to my problems. Don't say anything. Some of us zona in the family because Africa was up into zona because if Makebi Zulu assemble me la pakat. Assemble na problem yonsa pakat. Assemble na problem yonsa Watali. Assemble stina konso. So it's like number. There are other things family house like family. Family civil vabuino. Kuli ba church. So he was supposed to be pakati so that at least he is helping both sides, the government and the family, so that my problems don't say ta series abuno buino. So Makebi Zulu na kwata problem.
Na kwata problem muntu, na kwata problem. Thank you.
Ori aina na kwata problem matari. Skom.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, thank you. Let me just go straight to the point.
Yeah.
So, the idea hapa Makebi Zulu, amane concessions yali apanga because if you have amane concessions yali important, yakuiva ti film for Nderanda?
Film flick.
Oh, thank you. So, amane concessions yali important, yakuiva ti chidonga chapwa ababantu baraikala shani.
You know?
It's very important for you. No, but no, abantu batatu bari in the nechitumbi. You know? How will that help them?
You know?
So that's very important. No, but and then yari amariashi yafuire yalanda away from the public. Teri ashia kuleta parwerere kwa bati no 3-4 ABCD mirando balala nshani kwa no what would be best for us would be ishimirandu tukalanshanye out of court. Kuna mwarorosha urumulando wa mawa SIA $400,000. Lili ashia tayari ngiro kuya kukochiridia. Should have been deoti mu fiatarala. Then yafika paria kula bashitavi stress. What are you are not helping them. So namfuni ni ashidi. If charo muchalo, I'm sure whether you are PF or UPND, we know that what is important for these people is to have those issues dealt with. Because even if I'm UPND, I wouldn't want it. Bakale sempera kumakoti. We're not helping. Of course, but let's find a way of dealing with those issues out of court. They can negotiate, you conclude everything, they move on because ichiro tachiramba kulivena. Chikamba ngatwashika bashala veka rumba bakonfa impact. Number bambe chiro na mumbike pona fimbi we are not helping. So agreement ama issues ya Africa focusing. My issues ya court. I mean everyone knows. Why are you focusing on non-issues? Yeah, but no, it's too much on a private plane. What that is that kind of negotiation which will help people? No, it's not been fair. Nangufe ero I think type ya kama Makebi Zulu need akubati alefo echintu pa telefo kulanda alefo imomo omutire. No akesilanda no actually sha statement no one. So I think for example like because na kwata issue ya mwecho wako mkoti. Maybe limbialefo baka monat no part of negotiation should also be how are they going to help his brother Mochile Mulando Reakwat. But therefore Kulanda, therefore I pang effect no takwatama demandi nga action more of but no, he also needs to be honest.
But hold on a minute. Yeah. You know what? Hold on a bit there. You know what? You have just brought up an issue that we may be overlooking and which might be crowding Makebi Zulu from being objective. Makebi Zulu has got his brother facing a very serious offense in the courts. Surely Makebi Zulu really, I think you are very right that, he shouldn't even be, I think he should have really stayed away from this. Looking at, his brother facing murder, His brother is facing murder in court. And you are busy negotiating, trying to be moralistic, trying to say, no, they were very bad. Hey, Hijacking was very bad. And yet your brother is being accused of having brutally killed someone. Imagine, look at this instance. You are saying Hijacking was very bad to Edgar Lungu. And remember, Edgar Lungu was also bad to Hijacking. But anyway, you are accusing Hijacking of being so bad. And yet you have got your brother. Today we form a testimony of how brutally they killed a person. No, that is a very good point.
So, because there's no England, let him talk about the issues here, because that family, they have a life to live after the funeral. So you can't concentrate on non-issues. Try to deal with those issues.
No. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Mr. President, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
My name is Eric.
Yes, please. Go ahead, Eric.
Thank you very much. For me, I want to start it this way. I think you remember Madam Edith Nawak, how she criticized the current president and all those allegations of that Choma farm, is it Namala farm and stuff. Those were very serious allegations when it came to the issue of the Hijacking and everything. The moment that lady died, I think you saw how the president handled that funeral. Who is this? Kifumubanda, how he spoke in that.
Yes.
The president was seated there.
Yes.
Yes.
He basically told off the president. Yes.
Yes, yes. He was seated there and then spoke, Mr. President, we need the healing. We appeal to you as the leader of this nation to bring us the but in real life, Edith Nawakwi and HH, they were serious critics.
Yes.
You see. So this is what almost everybody else expected to say, okay, this, has happened. We don't know, because Edgar Lungu, whether he was delayed or whether he could have gone early, that remains to God himself.
Yes.
Maybe it was just time that at that particular time when Edgar Lungu left us, that was God's own intention at that particular time. So for this particular issue, Makebi Zulu has come out two persons just today. I don't think whatever he was saying to say, now we are going to tell the world I don't think that is the wish of the family. I don't think that is coming from the family to say now it's time for us to go and campaign out there to tell the world, to tell the people, to say this is what the government did. I mean, it is not, at the end of the day, what does he get out of that? What is he going to get? There's completely nothing. So they are operating on impulse because they are seeing those opposition political leaders that have come to sympathize with them and whoever is offering that solidarity. And then they think now, everybody else looks like they are on our side. So what we can do, we can demonize this government, which is not good. It is not building. Even those opposition leaders that are vying to come into government, I don't think that should be the right way. If they are vying to come or aspiring to come into government, I don't think that's the right way they could want to come and govern the country. No. It should be a way. The way you have taken that stance to say, you think you are in exile, not because the Edgar Lungu chased, but because of the current administration that there. But you cannot demonize your country, which you aspire to lead someday. And there are instances where you go back to say, okay, fine, I think this is just the right thing be done. And it should be like that.
Thank you, my brother.
I think that's my submission. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. President.
Yes, sir. Please try to be brief so that we can take many calls.
Okay, sir. So I'll be just short to just help others to open their eyes up. So when you look at the other point of the negotiation, these guys are talking about unit and he's talking about the harmony. They are just it's about their cases, and that's it. They know their cases to say their shield is gone because ECL was their shield in their cases. So now they know that he's gone, he's no more. What they are scared of is what will happen after the value, and no one is there that they will run to. That's the only thing they are scared of. They know to say now the man that who was there for us is no more. So what will happen? And we have got this so many cases going on. So the rule of law for them is to make sure that they are not followed and they don't go in. That's all. So this is bad, and they are making it look like it's about HH. It's not about HH. It's about their political mileage and gain. But at the end of the day, they are scared to face their cases out there.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
Sure. This is Josh.
Yes, Mr. Josh, please go ahead and try to be brief so that we can take many calls.
All right. Sure. What I'm going to talk about the son, Daliso, whose passport has been, I would say, confiscated from him, is not there at the funeral. Will he allow his father to be buried in his absence?
Let me take an opportunity to clarify something on that one before you go on. First of all, there was news that Daliso had asked for a passport and the DEC had refused to give him. Daliso's passport was gotten way before this came. It is because of the cases and they were scared that he might run away. That's why they got the passport. But Daliso has not gone, has not asked for his passport so that he can travel. So I'm taking advantage of this point to clarify that what Mamumbi Piri said, DEC refused to say Daliso has not asked for a passport to be given back so that he can travel. And from what I understand, Daliso, from what I've gotten behind the scenes, Daliso is of a different attitude at all this. Daliso is looking at this differently. I can assure you that. Because we're talking about the Lungu family. Not all the children are agreeing with what Makebi Zulu is saying. Some children, they have taken a different approach. And I hope the government will consider that. I can't say more, but I can tell you that some children, they have got a different attitude towards this. And I hope the government will consider their different view. Just that we cannot come here and say that he said this, or whoever said this. But all I can tell you is that not all children are agreeing with what Makebi Zulu is saying. But go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. No, that was just my question. That was just short and brief.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So and that is the issue, you know, because when you say family, you know, it might come out like everyone is in agreement. No. I for one know that not all the family members, those as we know, because they are actually counted. When they sit, they are trying to make it that Edgar Lungu had a big family. But come on, those people that are just sitting there, they are cadres, you know. They are cadres, and the people who cannot also advise the widow in this case. People who cannot advise the widow in this case. Because this is the problem that we have. But Edgar Lungu surrounded himself with these psychophants, people who cannot challenge you. He was too comfortable with people that can never challenge him. I mean, for me, I mean, we had our relationship. That's why our relationship with Mayad Galungu, it was, you know, today we agree, tomorrow we don't agree, because I just never used to agree everything. But these other people, they were just agreeing. Even now, even in this situation, not that everybody agrees. Me, I know, Given Rubinda is a very intelligent man. I don't think Given Rubinda agrees with this. I don't think many others agree with this, but you know, they are scared to bring out their views. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I'm listening to everything that what you are saying there.
Mm.
So now my question is, why do you keep on talking only about Makebi Zulu and the Lungu family? But every step.
Ninda Ndefing, son, I've said a lot of things to explain that, so you can't be asking me that question. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Adi.
Yes.
In my thought continues about, you know, sometimes you call about but I wonder to lose a lot in Kwale. To understand Pama issues Yaba Makebi Zulu and the Lungu family and how we are negotiating their cases and all those things. But you know, a poor person like me who ask at number, is it that the rich Nangwa Sangam Mafia, they will be the way to get out through negotiating? Why can't we just say Apayafka Pamanjapa Nina Mtalesun Shirempap? Let it go to court if it has to go to court. Because now it's becoming like whenever the rich have problems, they can always negotiate and use the law to go around. Because the Lungu family was given the opportunity to negotiate. But if they want to play hard, then let's stick to the law and follow and see how it goes. That's my submission.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello, Mr. Tayali. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, I just wanted to say something concerning what you're saying. My contribution is, in all of this, it's quite clear that there's just a hidden agenda, because even the reasoning that is behind why they're keeping the body in South Africa does not make logical sense. It is unheard of that a dead person will say, I don't want A, B, C, or this and this person to come to my funeral. That does not even make sense. And then to the issue of like what has happened today with the whole change and the government trying to step in to take the issue to court, I feel like that is a good move, because even if it were to fail, at least we will know that the government did everything that they could to bring the former president's body back home. Because this is about us, the Zambian people. It's not about one party. It's about everybody else that is involved. It's about you. It's about me. It's about the PF. It's about his family as well. He deserves to be buried in his country. And I feel like we as a country should come together and make sure that comes to happen. We shouldn't divide because of this. In fact, this should have been like a point of unifying us instead of dividing us. That is what I think. And as a finishing up comment, I just want to say thank you so much that you do this. It's quite commendable that you come out and you speak to people and you give your views. It's not every day that you're going to agree with the government or whatnot, but it's good that you are very objective, and I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you very much. I ask you for your prayers, especially that so many friends of mine are running away from me. So please pray for me.
We shall pray for you. We shall be with you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Thank you very much. I ask for your prayer. Mr. Tari, how are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine. I will be brief. I'm going to touch two issues. Number one, Mr. Tari, you are a public figure. And whatever is being spoken in the public, or whatever is of the public, I can give an example. The same lady who called you earlier, and she's not the only one actually. There are a lot of people who say, why are you speaking about this issue? If I thought, no. This is not the issue of boyfriend and girlfriend, whereby no. This is an issue that is in the public domain. And you being a public figure, a public lawyer, you are supposed to speak about it.
Yes.
No one is supposed to kukureshati yo Mr. Tayari tamwalande parifi tamwalande parifi. The second issue, inende mnafe kwati Makebi Zulu is a narandashan. Is a barandashan. I don't want to use a bad word, but is a pen in the something. But use another word.
It's a pen in the wrong place.
Yes, because even when there is straight,
you know,
Makebi Zulu is a dangerous person, even to the Zambian people. And you know, just to conclude, the reason all these people acting like this, Mamona, Baraba Kovati, Bari Chetekesa Namuri ECL at Arapanga Pompiraku. Ora Savebati, no, Narapanga Plan B. Oro Nombamuri Plan B, Momini, Mudala, who unfortunately may so rest in peace, Atusha. I'm Dara Parimutaresu, Papa. Okay, my brother, good night.
Not to even I don't want you, Momini. Kaina and the Plan B. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Yes, sir.
This is Simon calling you from Namibia.
Okay, please go ahead.
Today, Conkedia, she Beyonce from Delanda. Otherwise, I'm going to explain Buenos Aires. Number, before you go, Makebi na family aba lungu kwebati. If you are lungu tureba fire, Muzambia, kuka bashikire Muzambia. Noti kucharo chimbawe. Mumba ama politician wale ba support omulanda atobati wenga na murapo political mileage. Barefo send attention ya abantu so that baka winile pa election. Say that enga mwatu vote ifo tuka said the body abantu kuka bashike bunungu charo mwa. They want to get power at all costs. Zambia is a Christian nation. Christian nation. So Makebi Zulu weka the punch, take the mutima punch. Nini shwakete bachite advise family munshire yusu mumulando akubati wena bade pangira kwenda rama. No pangira kweshina. Because international media ile amkukopa ile amkushashani vena paja panga.
Bare umfuika wa
Makebi enta ile moni fina abantu bambita bare moni nshawe. So Mr. Makebi is just making his name and money.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Fine. Anyway, just a quick one. I just to get your views on this, your honest views. After all this is said and done, what do you think will be next for the Tonsa Alliance and the PF, especially people like the KBF and them? I just want to get your views because I've noticed. I don't know if you got the support for KBF. No, just a minute. Sorry. They are in two phases. I just want to listen.
Yeah, but now listen, my brother. Listen, my brother. My brother. I think this is not the time for us to engage on that. The time will come. I think let's focus on that. We will come back to the to the politics later on.
Oh.
Hello? 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 I can't hear. I can barely hear you. Can you speak direct through the phone of the mic? The mic of the phone. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, I can hear you better now.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hao namulanda kwena nasi mfuika. Nasi mfuika. Nomba contribution yandi. Wakwe waki. Tufile tule sambili na pofine chintunga chaita. Diye wa president, wa hiki president wala tusha. Tuwalingire. Tuwalolesha isinto Australia panima yako ishiwo kwe ati walwele limwe sintu ilesa fya isesire kwa timuliro but palatuwa tampa na kasiki kama yake kaka epandiro muliro ero fya fire kya nomba so ngakuli abali mumabuteko tulelolesha kwe filime tulelika ko ama politics aside. Wale mwana kuli basata na ba mwana wasa. Basata wale shauta wa mwana wasa parali. Wa shauta. Wa mwana wasa kusa mfati basata na balwala. Babu tukaluviro. Bawa tuwala. Kidasi mekisa Afrika. Basata wapola. Babula no kubwela. So tule olesha hapa champire. Sehemu ya muliro. Lekwali kwamba bwino ingira tene sisi ile tensesi la takudi so efo ningaranda kufeti sambili leko chimo ebaleba ubuteko kula shemba lishonse shibiri pasi chika palino nshitapantu sisi atampa eto ashirenga sala terera papeni nanguna kulita nshinga fikeza pani maya Yamia very 5, 10, 15 somewhere there. Na totera.
Yeah, I'm kind of totera. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Batale, mushamukwa.
Bueno, femukwa.
Bueno, can I make a contribution?
Please go ahead.
Yes, please. Now on the what I want to say myself is that there is no way the Lungu family is going to win this case. Okay? Because there's so much evidence against them. You know. So isn't there anybody in their family or in PF, yeah, who can sit down with the government and solve this before the court hearing? Yeah, that is the only way forward. Going to court and back and forth, they won't win this case at all. They won't win the case. So the only way is sit down out of court and solve this issue before the court next week. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah, but we're good.
Now we're good.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, it is bad.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you. Oh, Lord. It was so clear, Mandieta. Hello? Hello?
Watari Mawomben.
I'm Kwema Womben.
Someone. Watari.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, hi.
Yes. Hi.
Finally, I didn't even know that I'll get through.
Yeah, it's a lottery to go through on this slide.
I know. Whew, finally. I hope you know who this is.
Please go ahead.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay long. I just gonna be brief, straight to the point. This is Ethel. I'm sure everyone knows. I'll just call myself OBL, your future mother of the nation, like I always call myself. There was a point that was raised by a certain gentleman, I didn't even get the name, where he says, like, a lot of people, they get away because they have money, or even this case won't go anywhere because it's rich people. Well, what I can tell you is that the Zambia that you used to know, where people get away with crimes, is long gone. So just know that no one will get away with us. That I can assure you. Even if President Hijacking will let this go, but rest be assured that after President Hijacking, once I come in myself, Mulandu Suola, Tizakazusha Zimilandu, people will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Elo noti chumbwa kaila jamnemu maenda kwa kupeleka nkoni mukayonda wambesana chifundo wakuchosani. Iyi nenzaka kupelekani kurasha. Kurasha kuja kwa bende kabantu wakuwikani
Ethel.
No, nipase nkoni.
Hello.
Wawombelwa batari.
Mkwema wombeni.
Mkwani. Watairi programu imuturetera isuma sana.
Natotera.
Nesare mpara. Watairi wa Zulu na wa Emmanuel Mwamba. Na baleta confusion. Aba abantu babiri na bachita affect Zambia yonse because tabareroresha ati bote basungire kulya. Yaishibi kwene charo chonse cha Zambia. But yasungwa ku bantu abanono. Awabali ba Zulu ba Emmanuel Mwamba. Some two people ever keeping a body abantu abindi. Because wa president wa tayari ngamwaroresha family taikweta amakoko kupitirira pali ba Mwamba na Bazulu. Eba controla family then aro bare bepshatyo ba family barandati. Ba family barandati. Ocho barefu ako chita imbalance bakateka beso. Bako batinga bashira ku South Africa popena bakafumishepo na politics mwari mwene fya chitike. Mwari mwene omunanku bali murekereshe chinga chakwa tochifuire twaisho pali politics. Bamndara aro babwerere mu politics bena barishi batifiri fyonso omunabo akulabachi. Imo muri ba opposition president pinshi fire michitikira. Mwari butuka mcharo chenu. Because ba opposition president kujamaronga chako
nangubena ba tekumikata pakanwa iyo balungwa bene bali mu power fish batisire kuri akainde na bambi iyo bali mu power bene the government must apologize. The government must apologize, but who is going to apologize for Edgar Lungu? Who is going to apologize for Edgar Lungu? Anyway, go ahead.
We could tell you more mwabo mfishe poponu mea goevati. Pali ba HH. Pali distance. Then paresa ba former president ba Lungu. Lomfuma pali ba Lungu apa nothing. So manje ba Emmanuel Mwambare munakwati nawa kwa tamaka. Bara chita attack government. One bare chita accuse government at EIP, bare chita ba HH accuse at EIP. Wa bare abajonse ila mira. So balore sheko na pali fwe bantu fwe batemeno ba Lungu fwe ba ishiwe ba Lungu ngaba fyashiweso.
Yo,
anyway, nataka ba tayari wakumpera kwa opportunity ya kulanda kona yemu.
Mkwe. You see this issue of trying to emphasize. No, hey, he did this, he did this, he did this. The point is that, you know, I'm a politics issue, Buffy. You know, politics is always, it's not easy. Politics, they have, and I keep saying this. And it's not that, yes, it is a justification for, you know, Haka in the HLM are doing wrong things, you know, or treating us bad. It is not a justification. But the fact is that politics is just difficulty anywhere. Na kwa America, yari kosa. Politics they have an. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Bueno, femkwa.
Awe chawa. What is going to discuss about? Very good points, but there's just one point that people are not looking at. You know, one of Umurumendo lecture and that Makebi Zulu, you know, I forgot about that case. Makebi Zulu has got a brother going under
trial.
Yes. That is the point that most of us have missed. I'm telling you, even more than 99% of Zambians.
Even me, I didn't think about it.
They haven't looked at it.
No, even me, I didn't look at it.
So, that is the thing that we all need to start looking at now. This is just, it's no longer about just the family. No. It's more.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
All right. That's my contribution. Thank you so much.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mshani Mashkia.
I am quiet.
So the first one is by Judge Palia, I think he mentioned something like public interest. I think this whole case involves the public as well. I think that's maybe the other aspect. They are so injured, there's that public interest.
Yes.
Then secondly, therefore, Makebi, ni pro bono ibale chitabale bomba, or he's just assisting the family?
Well, in this case, he is playing as a family representative. He's not a lawyer, but you see, he's doubling it up. You know, you can't recognize which position, which any family member, which any lawyer. It's very difficult,
that's
you know.
Because when he said we'll go to court and we'll go to tell whatever, so that aspect of being a solicitor kicks in.
Yes.
Is he a family member presenting, or at some stage is going to become a lawyer? That we will win. It's very blurry. Then thirdly, don't you think there's a conflict of interest somehow? Him negotiating for the family in a state when his brother na kwata case, he won't negotiate in good faith. Don't you think he's not supposed to be one of our negotiators of our family?
Absolutely.
To assist he also problem to go away.
Absolutely.
I think maybe we should also look at that.
Surely, and you know, we didn't. Even me, I never thought about it. It has just come to light when this person brought it up. But it is a very important point. How can you be the negotiator with the government when your brother is in court on a serious, very serious murder trial?
Exactly.
How? Murder trial. How can you? I mean, where do you stand? What moral ground do you have to even start saying,
absolutely,
he did this, he didn't allow him to whatever. I mean, I know you know, the case has not been concluded. It is still going on, but surely, I mean, the case doesn't look good, and even the evidence that is coming out of court, how
No. So limbina vena family baloleshe kwa Slimbi ba Makebi veva kova negotiator based on that. Na wakatako ka self interest na vena whole thing. So at the end of the day, it's going to benefit. Then the family, there's life after all this.
Yeah.
How are they going to go back to Zambia? How are they going to relate to the government, work for help? So we should also look at that. I think, yeah, nothing. That's my 2 cents.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. Very good points. Hello? Hello? Please stay away from the other phone. Yes, hello?
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Okay, I want to, I'm imagining Lungu was a good man.
You know?
But when I look at Makebi, I'm imagining him in the same room with Lungu and then advise him how to treat HH when he was in opposition. I think this hatred is coming from these people who are even still alive now, who hid it through the head of state. Because I'm seeing pure hatred there of the president as an individual, to the extent of disregarding the institution of presidents. Maybe we might be saying these people hated each other, yet it's people behind them who are advising them against going for each other's throat.
Yes. And my brother, just hold on a bit there. You say maybe these people didn't even hate each other. It is the people around them. Me, I can tell you that I used to sit with Malungu. We had a relationship. We used to talk. And I can tell you, never at once did I hear Edgar Lungu speak so much against HH. Never. If anything, when I look at Edgar Lungu Naine, I would say I was worse off in terms of speaking against Hakainde Ichilema than Edgar Lungu. So I'm actually getting surprised when I hear these kind of things.
Because you look at it, okay, suppose Makebi was the head of state. One day he becomes the head of state and then HH is former. Could we spare him? For me, I'm seeing it beyond being a family. You mean speaking for the family. That is now personal.
Yes, it's very personal. It's very personal.
Yeah, that is now personal. So we need to be very careful as Zambians, even as we are entertaining such kind of characters in our political circles, because a precedent is being set. Because suppose the deceased, the Edgar Lungu was there, would you have allowed something like this keep on going on for a period of 3 weeks, a month? You are talking about the same thing.
No, he wouldn't. Edgar Lungu. No.
And if you look at the people from the family side, those are women that I'm seeing there close to Makebi Zulu. And we know women during such times, they use emotions, So this guy is taking advantage of that, and then he's using the name of the family to champion his own personal agenda, which is very unfair.
Yeah. No, thank you, my brother. Thank you.
It's very, very unfair. We need to, I don't know how I can find a work at telling this guy, because it's now too much.
Thank you. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
My name is Joshua Mwenya.
Yes, Mr. Joshua.
Yes, I just want to make an observation.
Yes.
The whole Tonse Alliance and everybody, how insensitive they are towards their own members. At the secretariat there, they had a funeral for 4 or 5 days, and people were beating drums. Even if you go there at 02, there were people. But when it came to this funeral for the rich, you saw everybody jumping on planes. And what happened to their members?
Those who are drumming up.
Those who are drumming up, they remained. You could see everyone on the plane. You can't go there by bus. Everybody was flying, showing pictures. It showed that when it matters the most, a normal person doesn't matter. They showed us their leadership. Those people don't care about anybody. So those people, Vanamuvanga, Vanachitalu, Vananani, everybody has gone back to their compounds. Then they were on their planes going for the funeral. Then to make matters worse, if you manage to go by bus for the funeral in Johannesburg, you can only get to the funeral by invitation. And then you won't go to the burial because you are a nobody. And then tomorrow you come back and ask for a vote. So for me, they have exposed themselves who they are. You say a general person doesn't matter. But President Hakainde has said, you know what? Let the guy from George Compound come and see his president. He has carried the nation on the back and needs to be commended for it. That is my contribution.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali. How are you?
Fine,
Hello?
fine. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. My name is Bessie, and I'm calling you from Canada.
Oh.
I'm following this program. Hi.
Great.
Yeah, I'm a Zambian born, raised in Zambia, but a Canadian citizen. But I'm following this state funeral very well. And I can actually say I'm actually very disappointed with the Lungu family, especially with Mayowa Esther, because honestly, where do you draw the line? That's my question for her. Like, where do you actually draw the line and put a stop to the disgrace? You know, to the embarrassment, because this is becoming so cumbersome. BBC is watching, the world is watching. For a country, I'm going to say, like, if I tell people that I was born and raised in Zambia, Zambia has a good report. A report of peace, a report of where we are one of the countries in Africa that has democracy, because we've been able to change governments through our voting power. You get me, right? So we have that great report across the world. And what this family is doing is causing disruption at an international level, how people are beginning to perceive our nation, which is so stupid. And I literally, I don't care about the Makebis. I don't care, because those guys are just after money, and they're after increasing the ratings for their political careers and their political mileages. But that woman is like the wife, you know, she is currently the one who holds the key to stop this nonsense and give her dear husband her befitting burial that he deserves. Make no mistake, I'm no fan of Lungu. I'm no fan of the Patriotic Front, because they are the reason why a lot of things did not work well in Zambia. But in death, I feel like Mr. Lungu deserves more. But this family is taking away that, like, they are literally taking that away from a man who worked for our country. Whatever Mayo needs to put her foot down and literally just draw the line and say, where does this stop? This has to stop. Let's respect the man and put him to rest. And the government should not stop. They should take them to court, the highest court. If it means going to international court, let them take that family, because enough of this stupidity. Thank you, Mr. Tayali, for this platform. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Let them fight them until to the highest court, even to the international court. Go ahead. Hello?
Yes, what time? Yeah, I'm your regular follower, and whether you talk on issues that I like, that I don't like, I think much of what you've been doing is very objective and helping our society here.
Thank you.
So my point here is that there's so much ignorance here in Zambia, and I don't know whether it's religion or what, but you are waking us up because of there's so much ignorance, and I think your lectures, if I can call them lectures, they're really educative. We are being educated, and people have to wake up, and we need to be objective and move. Otherwise, what is happening here is that the Lungu family or the Makebis side. They are aimed at, embarrassing the head of state and just creating confusion. And if we mess up here, and of course, out of ignorance, we may lose it. So otherwise, we are following, and thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Charles,
Buena femkwe.
Sawa mecho. Inaendelea quick shout. Concerning naene malirwa ya bwinaya. Uveshwa kadwa fyaba mona chimuntu alifana mutakwaba. Akwari fyaba mona ti waisio bali fana mutavao.
Kushinikisha. Tamleshinikisha.
Kushinikisha. Cause akaleetwa lefi mwana kuluma okuta lefi mwana ati ni drama namba genda fyamba okufuma muri drama. Cause like fwe bena Zambia nomba na chitunenu shalobe mwana ati yolimbi ifimule wati yo bafitore uma politics. Na bifumana uma politics again. Kwena omuntu weza balefu ati bakese pangani campaign muntu nsho ine wing was after babe patio umuntu ali for tukese munatio na avuka. Kwena winga mbotera ni nani? Winga votere chiwa ni nani?
Umfamune. I can tell you because I'm here to help at least people with the facts. The truth of the matter is that balungu ukufwa balifwa. Ukufwa balifwa. That is no doubt. If you feel the mule umfwa kwa yo tatrefwa body viewing shani balef mwena muri udio msango wa mtunganya. Ukweba tiyo balafu nyako efishimba bahaka inde ichirema shani efo balechi
kwisho kokwini bala bantu bali abali ni ba president before ka and it's supposed to belong to the state. Nikweza twali mwana kwa mwa president bali fwa tapa bako family yase ndati no ba family barashika kwisi tapa para fititika kwesho muchalo namba patwala simwena fyafumina kwisa kanshi era kale twale mwa batayari atino batayari tamwa wino. I know you are a good man, I'm telling you.
Nichonero na musumine fonderanda maironga mikalande ifya kwa tamtemenu mairo mukambirukira
no abantu baba barasambirira abantu barasambirira pano ono ati umuntu abaso ai maina pachingarango uyu muntu ai maina pakona uro mtende mchalo. No, you are a good man, I'm telling you.
No, thank you very much. At least
I am maina pachinga mule maina pakati.
No, thank you natotela. Hello. Hello.
Hi, Mr. Teddy. How are you? Hello. Hi. How are you?
All right. I feel good when I listen to female voices because there is power in women.
Yes.
Please
actually,
go ahead.
I was most of the PF guys this morning, and surprisingly, they are very confident that they'll come back to power.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, to let them talk, and I think the whole flight was just full of that.
Oh,
but
you were on the plane, eh?
Is very great.
Oh, you were on the plane with them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so they were giving this vibe that they are confident, they are coming back into power.
Because by the time... Yes. And then what was very funny is that most of them didn't know the outcome. They were very confident. Oh, tuala kukoti, tuala shani. But then, funny enough, when we got to the airport, the mood changed because there was all that drama that had happened. But what I want to just say is, who made the Lungu people important? Why are we talking about them today? That's the question that I would want. Why are we talking about them? We are talking about them because we made them important as Zambians. Yes. So if we're going to reach a point where they are going to undermine the power of Zambia, then they should, Lungu himself should have stood as president. Just like the way the president Mr. Hijacking has put it to say, once when you get that position, there are certain things that you have to forego. So at this point, the Zambian win. It's about Zambia and not about them, because we made them important. We made them to be talked about today. We made them to be on the media. We made them, even BBC has known them. Even the international world has known them. So let Zambia win. That's my contribution, Mr. Tari. Thank you so much for allowing me on the platform.
Thank you. Very good point. We made them. It is because of Zambians that, they are what they are. That we can even talk about them. It is because of Zambians that Tasila today, she's a member of parliament. Hello?
Yes, Matari.
Yes.
Therefore, quick Psychophancy, abantu aba. When we look for power, appeal to ever introduce National Day of Prayer, reconciliation, and fasting. No, Malero, why is it that they find it difficult to forgive the other camp if they claim that they were wrong? If they claim that ECL was treated by HH, why are they finding it difficult to forgive the other camp? Because they were preaching the word of God by introducing that day. They
even at the Ministry of Religious Affairs. Bamayowa Smaili.
Yes.
And Bamayowa Smaili, she's even the one standing next to the widow. She's even standing, she's the one next to the widow.
The Minister of Religious Affairs.
And my Archbishop. My Archbishop. A Catholic priest.
Yeah. Then in the Varetamo inch, we have to stand which is the other camp. With ECL and HH, who was then street woman and Minani. And how did they treat me in the street HH in the Pamandonia Vachoke? They even blocked him, he couldn't even attend the funeral. Number, Oneniapa, government. We shouldn't bury ECL of Zambia. The government has not refused to do that. But why are they trying to put it as if by Edgar Lungu, a country like exile? But the government today is saying we need our former leader back. He went as a living person, but now that he died in that country, we still want his body. We want to bury him in Zambia, where he belongs. But they want to paint a bad picture about this government to make people think they are evil, they are bad people. This is not fair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No, it's absurd. How do you introduce a day of, national prayer and reconciliation, and yet you are failing to reconcile with your colleagues, who you also treated bad? We cannot forget this. Truth be told, I am an Edgar Lungu boy. Truth be told. But the fact is that Edgar Lungu also mistreated the HH. Hello?
Hello, Mr. President. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
We are enjoying the president. We are enjoying the debate, the interaction.
Thank you.
Number kusheva Makebi Zulu. Lefo kushaka. Wali wina poti omura ndo wina bikoti. Because what I told Mr. President today, that no, this date is different to Kaunda's. Kaunda was getting his benefit. Number question here when you push up Kaunda, are you active politics? The issue here, what stopped Mr. Edgar Chagwalu or President Edgar Chagwalu to get his benefits? He came into politics. No man, I saw Monavachama, I told you what Paranshapa. No general, more Mushiko. Here we are talking about the general.
You know, Apomwalanda, Pari General, difference report. General, Ninchito, which you get employed, you apply, it's personal. It's personal. With general, it's not a public. Number president, Bantu Kusala. Bantu Kusala. Turefoya iwe. Fiapusana na general ninchito wachita apply weka. It is personal. Presidency te personal. President wabantu wonse.
But I tell you, examples. No, talk about someone who was the former president.
Who was voted.
Mr. Kaunda. That's why we refer to that the presidency in the country. We condemned him because it wasn't helping. Even now, it's failing to help. Over at Bishop Ubaya. Kwena umuntu ari mu conflict wayapisha nechita chamisa ari mu conflict and you are calling for unity and you say this man was like this or was like this. No, sometimes that kind of testimony shouldn't go live mulera no kuranda thinking so. Chimogole katsemo aleka no kupiranda ko kuleto wale sababu bishop. Echo afumishe kwetu. Basumaili bali na palia someone who was abali ngare dijat minister. Wewe respected woman. Ewa linakulia na watu kwa tao bane ushike mtende chichalo panti chino chakutafwa bonzo. Because abantu bale tutamba ngopine bale landa. Ufweni ngori South Africa.
Na wapusha lekeni sende kwa wambi mkwai. Lekeni sende kwa wambi. Na tete. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
Thanks for what you are doing. Let me take this opportunity to talk to you, sir. In as the way you are where you are, we know to say there are cases, but we do not want this thing to happen again. I wish you can reconcile with the government, with whatever what happened, so that you can come back. We start a new life together as Zambians. We've learned a lesson. Let this not repeat itself.
Aye, let me also not die here. Aye. And then my family will also come and say, no, we don't want his body to come back. But anyway, the difference with me, at least me, I've never been in government. But Valum was in government. But nonetheless, I mean, you are talking about reconciliation. You know, me, I am a very flexible person. You saw me apologizing. You saw me going Kuliwa Chief Mukuni. Me, I'm not this hard-hearted person. I'm a Christian, a good Catholic, you know, who follows what the Catholic teaches. So anyway, yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, it doesn't matter whether public or not. What it matters is a Zambian. You are the son of the soil, a Zambian. In as much as I know that you are that side, that is a chief whom you can engage, and I know he has a big heart. For he has been given that opportunity to rule over people. He has the heart to forgive you. I believe he's going to do that.
Yeah, no.
That is my submission, sir.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. No, and I can say, I mean, Chief Mukuni did forgive me, and we reconciled, and even up to now is my father. So let me not, I'm just making that comment so that, you know, you don't think that, no, Chief Mukuni has been hard-hearted to me. No, he hasn't been. Hello? Hello? Hello?
How are you, sir?
Fine, fine. Please try to speak up.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was laughing when I heard a call from one of my brothers who was doubting about if the president is really dead.
Is he really dead?
Yes, I was even laughing. You know, you can still ask such questions, man, because from the time this funeral started, we've never seen a coffin. We've never seen the body of someone lying there. We just hear rumors, you know.
Yakalimaruma.
Yakalimaruma, boss. You wonder, we've seen a lot of funerals. But this one is a little bit unique where even a coffin is very difficult to see. You need to try something for it to be sure.
You need to be cleared. Even the one who went on a plane, they were told that no, no body viewing. No voter.
It's very tough. That's why my brother was like, no, what is happening in Stadario? But he doesn't understand.
No, thank you very much. No, you are not cleared. Mao Sampa, what happened to Mao Sampa, by the way? Anyway, hello? Hello?
Hello, Mwawomben, Paiva President.
Mkwe Mwawomben.
Mkwe. President Nachila Mfuko Kwiva Emmanuel Mwamba. Most of the people are calling Kwiva Emmanuel Mwamba. Wale Tasha, there's the other side. Now, for now, and most of the people who are calling you, Wale Tasha, the other side.
Yeah.
So now, the best we can view the country is by balancing things. How do we balance up things? We have to understand the structure of the relationship between the former president and our president. The relationship was hostile, was bad, was not good. Now, Nanguchako Bachali ni mwebo wa president, whereby you have your own father and his friend who is in power, who you consider that they were not good friends. So allowing such a body to come to the friend of your father, who you considered to be they were not good friends, it looks like mockery. For me, it looks like mockery.
Wait a minute, wait a minute a bit, eh? Just there, I'm glad that you're bringing up this issue. I agree with you that the relationship between Hakainde Hichilema and Edgar Lungu was not good. When Edgar Lungu was in power, he didn't treat HH very well. HH is in power, things were also not okay. Now, Edgar Lungu Nabafua, where do you place the issue of reconciliation? Where do you place it? Not Chikalipa, but where do you place the issue of reconciliation and unity of the country?
Okay, very good. How to do conciliation. At this point of time, we need a silent moment where we reflect. You see, where we reflect as a country. Because in the midst of all this, even if the HH Vachitabari were president, the former president, there is no reconciliation at all. And other people will be mocking. Other people will be crying. And that will bring a lot of conflict. So what's needed to do is our president and the family to the late president, they come together. You see? They iron out things. And once they iron out things, and they come as one family, and how do you do the iron out things? First of all, you look at the charges. They're still having charges. So whatever iron out things which will come, it won't work because they'll still feel pain.
Wait a minute, and then we go to wait a minute, my brother. I'm allowing this conversation because you are bringing out different points, see, which others haven't brought out. So you are talking about cases to say we iron out, And some of these issues that we can look at are the cases. Now, do you remember what Makebi Zulu said? Makebi Zulu said, the cases are not part of the negotiations. They are family representative. And the lawyer of the family himself put away this issue of the cases. He said, no, we are not interested in discussing the cases. What do we do?
Okay, that's why now think tanks or citizen fathers they have to come together, because Makebi Zulu maybe has his own point of view, maybe he's driving a certain intention which we are not aware about.
So if we are not aware, how can we discuss? How can we come to a conclusion when is the negotiator is the one that is standing for the family? And if he has got something that is not bringing out, how can you negotiate?
That's why now the president, when the president ngabayima nangu basala abantu bamo bayayikana na bena removing Makebi Zulu. You don't need a representative for this. We are one family. You see, when all of them they sit at one, one seat, one chair, without even Makebi Zulu.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Makebi Zulu is the one that is representing the family. So you cannot sit without Makebi Zulu, because Makebi Zulu is the one that is in front. Anyway, thank you, my brother. Let me allow other people to come in. Hello? So you cannot sit without...
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello. This is Clifford talking. I wanted to talk about what former speakers just from state. First and foremost, we acknowledge that the relationship between the former head of state and the current head of state was not good, but that has nothing to do with the bio of the former president. The reason is simple, is that the current president has got a role in each for few, according to Zambian tradition of how we buy presidents. It got a role of how he needs to do in order to bury the former president. And that role is to give him an honorable burial. Now, when you look at this, His Excellency, the President of Zambia, was willing to actually give the former head of state that honorable burial. Despite the differences they had, he was willing to put them aside and say, okay, this man did indeed head this country, and as such, he deserved a burial that befits him. You see, it takes a lot of strength for a man to say, okay, despite the differences we had, but you are the head of state, you are the former head of state, and I'm supposed to honor you with this kind of burial. So in that way, the president of Zambia has actually fulfilled his obligations. But you see, where the problem is now is from the family, because the way they are behaving, when someone says, okay, despite our differences, I'm still going to do this thing to honor him, that is a certain level of humbleness. The way the family was supposed to respond in this was, okay, he has put aside whatever past they had in order to fulfill this role. Let us also fulfill our role and support this. When the burial is done, and we've given the former head of state what he deserves, an honorable burial in his country, because he is owed to us. Remember, it's the people of Zambia that voted him in power, and they deserve for the president they voted in power to be buried in the land. It's about the responsibility, not the relationship. Both, the former head of state and the current head of state have a role to play, equally the family. Remember, the reason why the Lungu family is so famous is because they were put in power by the Zambian people. So there is a type of or debt that they have to the Zambian people, and the Zambian people are supposed to have a sort of solidarity.
No.
Yeah, that's the truth. So since the president of Zambia, he's willing to give the former head of state the honorable burial that he deserves. You see, and also the country equally deserves solidarity. There's supposed to be a body viewing. People are supposed to say their wishes. This man did lead the nation at one point. He was elected in power. He campaigned and was elected in power. So there was a type of fulfillment even in death. That's why presidents, they make them record a message while they're in power for the people. Because even in death, they still have the responsibility to the nation that elected them in power.
Thank you, my brother. Thank
you.
So
now, the Lungu is holding the country in an emotional blackmail to say that if you vote for us, then we'll bring the body. That is an emotional blackmail.
Emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail. Hello?
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Tari.
Good evening.
Thank you. You're speaking to Jolwe from Lusaka, Zambia.
Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I think my contribution on this one, Mr. Pierre, is that long family, they are not fair to us Zambians. They need to also consider we gave them our vote so that their father, which they don't want to see right now, was a president for 7 years. And if I'm not mistaken, there was that incident for Malawi. When the vice president was in that crash which happened.
Yes.
There was some issues in Malawi. It was hot. But we didn't see this which is happening in Zambia.
Yeah, you are right.
They allowed giving the president of Malawi, he went to receive the board. But things were not okay. But for the sake of the country, they managed to do what to handle those issues. So I think Lungu family let them consider and allow the board of their father and
No, thank you very much. Hello? Yes, please.
Matad, this is Martin. A quick contribution, Matad.
Yes, sir.
We sympathize with the family of our late president. And I think you realize that they are mourning. Unfortunately, I think you are Makebi Zulu with some other PF members. They've hijacked this show. Now it's about it. It's for them. Now, you realize that President Lungu, he was a president, so he understands some of these customs and how things are done. Let's give an example when some of the former presidents died in the past. And then the family says, oh, we don't want you to attend the funeral, or we don't even want you to be anywhere near this funeral. And then President Lungu goes on to invite all the presidents from Zimbabwe, South Africa, or whichever side they come to attend, and he doesn't attend. How reasonable is that kind of a request?
I like that thinking, eh? The president sends invitations.
He calls
Mnangagwa, he calls Cyril Ramaphosa, he calls Lazarus Chakwera. And these presidents come, and then he himself is not there.
Ena share kumanda kushani kuda kaitaweka no state house dekara kuda kukasama kuda wali tambira pa TV when other presidents are here attending the burial, who address these presidents, who host them?
No, you have made a very good point.
This is no longer a family issue. Yeah, it's no longer a family issue. It's a battle of the power. Who's gonna flex the power? I think it's just the arrogancy of some of the few people. Few individuals that have taken advantage of the family who are mourning, and they've hijacked this, and they're doing it for themselves. I can assure you, if we said show us the list of the wishes that the president left, how presidency things works. He can't say no, ask HH never to come. HH is the commander-in-chief. He invites all his soldiers to come and salute, and the commander-in-chief is not allowed to come there. How unreasonable is that?
Imagine all that, eh? Now, you are opening my mind as well. You are opening. He's a commander-in-chief.
What they are doing.
He's a commander-in-chief, and they have to do a fly past and what. And he himself, the commander-in-chief, has been commanded not to be there.
Mr. Tayari, that's the greatest. That's the greatest insult you can do to a sitting president. That's undressing him, and I doubt even Lungu could have agreed such a thing if he was in power. Not even a single president who held to that. It's like they're embarrassing you, trying to show that you are the weak, and we're flexing muscles here.
Yeah.
I believe me, the family can never make such a request because it's just ridiculous.
No.
If you see the request that they had, I think the government agreed to almost everything.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The only thing that is impossible to agree to is this, because It can't. It's just not impossible. And I think the UPND government, they've tried to be so much impatient. They've tried to handle these things with the highest maturity, but it's just impossible. And like I'm saying, Walungu could have never put such a thing on his list because he knows he was a president.
No.
This is just Makebi Zulu and a given Lubinda who are pushing this, because once the barrier is done, then that's going to be the talk of the day. The president has been embarrassed. He's a weak dude, and we are the big guys, and that's all they want. And
Thank you, my brother. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello, Batari.
Yes.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, I have a contribution.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so Zambia was declared a Christian nation by Dr. Frederick Chuluba.
Please try to speak up and move away from the other phone because I'm having an echo. Hello?
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is Zambia was declared a Christian nation by Dr. Frederick Chuluba. And then by Edgar Lungu, he came to declare 18th October as a day of reconciliation. And this agenda was actually driven by the PF and Lungu together with the wife. And I remember they said it was a day to reconcile, forgive and forget. But today they cannot even forgive and forget. And the other thing is, Sumaila, she's there in South Africa, Navali Chibanda. The people that are driving this agenda, how come they cannot advise the former first lady to forgive and forget and reconcile? That's my contribution.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Yes, please.
Moribwanji, President.
Bueno, Bwanji.
Tiri bueno. Ziwa Abraham titumira kumumbwa.
Oh. Ndimwe wa banja?
Sure.
Kambani wa banja timperi. Chavuta ni chani. Tifuna tishike ife. Manje mwa banja mavuta Bwanji.
Banja ioneka yatire mesa, yatire giza maloza.
Ni maloza ya mwe?
Chioneka wa president wa banja chabe, noti zikolonsa.
Aha, mwaona manje.
Chintu chipempa chifula watiuze kwa former minister of religious wa Sumaili. Watiuze uti jade warapanga holiday icho sepo kalenda orupanje kwa zidio na Christianity mzambia kuno mulide. Jade yonega uti ilibe nchito igacho seweko chabe pa kalenda.
Icho sepo hai.
Nchito si rangiza Christianity muri Mazambians ya.
No, ziko.
Sifuna body ja wairete, tifike, then tiona ventu zote nga teko kusogoro. Andi chinango wantu waenda kumaliro, wasaivale kuti kulima election kulumezi uku. Waendise uku, palimairo wasakadandaule ati, walati bila mavoti uku, waendise uku.
Sure, zikomo. Hello? Yeah. At teacher support, Day of National Prayers. Kairi, Bamene wanaibueresha, Day of National Prayers, they are failing to respect, they are failing to forgive. at Day of National Prayer and Reconciliation, but they are failing to reconcile. They are failing to reconcile. Anyway, I think I should let me end here. We have had a good time, I think, and you know, we have spoken a lot. But from my point of view, I think I still want to emphasize that I think the government has tried their best. This is not for me to say, no, I'm trying to make Hakainde Ichilema look, or Hakainde Ichilema, you know, feel pity for me or whatever. No, 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 no. No, the government has tried. Let me take maybe... hello?
Last caller, Mr. Tayari. How are you?
Okay, let me take indeed. Hello?
Last caller, Mr. Tayari. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, Ushkapasha, calling you from Nangoma.
Okay, good.
Yes, Mr. Tayari. No, Tayari, nechigalanda kufumani chakwe wati. Ichilio cha vamayo vamayo na watu sevanya. Because vamayo, eva kweta makizi yakwe wati, chiliro, chishikwe, bomutende ube mumucharo cha Zambi. Nomba cha awati babere vamayo, bareba bomfya kuri abera Makebi Zulu, abena give lubinda, ama useless product baria. Wamona. Eto warefu abena kukwata political mileage yakwe wati. Bakasala ndakuma Zambian 2026 ati. Watu wawina tukasende tukachilete mchana. No wakawina kuisa. Because Zambian people voted them out. Nomba pero walawina shua. Oro twali tuamano. Baka tempo kutuma na biyewe wakotana Makebi Zulu ya. What more church nga papa president tena kamwipate nomba.
Dara.
Nomba yeah, so number 2026 to protect uvotera church so that we can wipaya. Kai na papa president kwisa na Makebi Zulu. Kwisa mukona we. Bora tona na president wesu. So it's better 2026 ama Zambia libose tuke mpindi na kuta protect our president kwa votera in large number. So toka pole chari monomba.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. Unfortunately, we are ending on a very political note. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there. But anyway, I think thank you very much for joining. A lot has been said. I'm sure we have gotten one or two points. I won't go through them because really, I'm also tired. Thank you. Good night, and may God bless you, and may God bless Zambia. Bye.